Going on, my peoples? We are here. I'll wait for some people to chime in on this one. We're gonna wait on for some people to join the live. Um, Everybody should be off work or should be getting off work right now. Whoever's still out there, either they got if you didn't get a late load, that means you're kind of slow, right? So we're gonna wait for some people to get up in here, man. Yep. That's what we're gonna do because we got one person up in here so far. We're gonna wait for some people to get up in here. 5:27 on a Thursday down here in Florida, man. It's kind of hot right now. It's about 89 degrees outside. Weather been all over the place down here. Last week it was kind of chilly, and this week it's kind of hot. That's how it is in Florida. Shout out to everybody that joined in the live, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Anybody want to jump on the live? Just let me know. I put up the link. You know. So today's discussion, man. Today's debate. Today, what I want to talk about is food service companies. Ever since I've been at U.S. Foods, companies have always tried to figure out ways how to cut back. James Banks, we got GFS in the building. Always trying to figure out a way to cut back. I can know. Always trying to figure out a way to cut back and to save money, which is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? All companies work on a budget. You know what I mean? And over time, it's through the roof right now at most companies. There's a lot of drivers out there who's not handling their business. They go out with 4 stops, 300 cases, and they're out there all day, man. So I had an old manager at back at US Food, and each management, each companies, everybody they think things differently. They think about things differently, right? But I had a manager at US Food, and he would not, he did not want no trucks to go outside the warehouse empty. Every truck had to be loaded from front to back. That was his way of trying to cut back. That was his way of trying to eliminate too much drivers on the schedule for the particular day, whatever day it is. Food service driver, what's going on? And that was his way of saving. You know what I'm saying? And I think if majority of companies they load the truck to the brim, okay, let's get this out of the way. Not all drivers gonna want to work a fully loaded trailer. So let's get that out of the way. We got something for them to do, but I think if all companies go out with their truck cubed out, in my opinion, man, they'll save drivers. They look if they go out with a truck cubed out. A lot of drivers have options of working 4 days, 5 days, because by the time you hit your 4 day, by the time you hit your 4th day, you might have about 55 hours. You know what I'm saying? And now I know that we got to think about the customers, and I know that we got to think about time windows. That's why you got to have more key drops, have drivers starting more earlier. That means you're gonna be asking for all these warehouse to be on point. Be honest with you, that's asking for a little bit too much. But me personally, in my opinion, this is just a debate, guys. You guys are free to chime in. That's the way I think companies can save money, man. Because one thing that stressed me out, one thing I don't like to see, I see it every day. I hate seeing drivers with empty trailers. I don't like my trailer empty. I see it all day. I see it. U.S. Food. I see U.S. Food, Cheney. Who else? U.S. Food, Cheney, Cisco. Sometimes. Let me stop lying. Cisco. Let me stop lying. Cisco trailers be loaded. Nah, but for real though, all companies, man, they tend to send out empty trailers every now and then. Now, I know some guys out there, if companies decide to load up all their trailers, it's going to be drivers out there that's going to be left in the wind. It might be drivers that get cut. It might be drivers that get chopped. It might be drivers that get let go. Guess what? In my opinion, you guys got to step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should step their game up to be able to take out a full load. You know what I'm saying? Food service driver said he think he gonna have to leave McLean. Say it ain't so. Oh, you on a 4 day schedule? Derek Williams, what's going on, man? I know you running out of I know you running out of I know you running that 28 and that 28 footer. Stay loaded. I know one thing, man. Sometimes I'll be seeing those GFS trucks, little 28 footer. Them trucks be loaded, yo. Loaded. I'm telling you, one time I seen a driver in Melbourne. IDB, take it easy. One time I seen a driver in Melbourne, Florida, man, and he was driving a 28 footer. Man had over 700 cases in the 28 footer. That's the way you roll. You know what I mean? Roosevelt, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of sending out drivers to go play around? Well, not to play around, but deliver with 300 cases. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, man. In my opinion, it doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have a driver, because let's just say you got a driver delivering 300 cases, right? So let's just say this particular driver, he's going to run 6 days. So you telling me this driver his production level is 300 cases a day. Six times 300 is 6 times 300 what 1800. So you're paying a driver 20 hours of overtime to be pushing 1800 cases for the week. And why? Let me tell you why. You want to know why companies do this? It's called elimination, right? They're eliminating your particular route that you got. What do I mean by that? Let's just say you run a route and your route is supposed to get 1,000 cases, right? Or 900 cases, whatever. And you have a route north of you that's supposed to get 900 cases. So what companies do, they slap a truck right in the middle, take 200 cases off of that truck, take 200 cases off the next truck, which is not a bad thing, but is saving money actually wasting money? I don't know, because I think in the long run, when companies are trying to save money, man, because I remember my U.S. food days with the particular manager we had long time ago, right? The way he did it, sending out a whole bunch of heavy trucks, it was a lot of drivers that were making a lot of money. But the downside to that, it was a lot of drivers that was getting cut, and it was a lot of drivers that was not making no money. Well, not a lot of drivers. It was a few drivers that wasn't making no money, and it was a lot of drivers that's getting cut. Drivers just gotta step your game up. Nothing in between. There was no so-so routes. It was no 500 Ks. It was no nice route. It was nothing like that. All the trucks was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Either you can do it or not. If you don't want to do it, go home. It was always somebody there waiting on the route. You get what I'm saying? But nowadays, man, companies are thinking they're thinking they're thinking a little bit different, man. You know, drivers are getting paid more than they ever got paid before. And be honest with you, man, be honest with you, some of you guys are making too much money, man. If you want me to be honest, some of you guys are making too much money. And so when they look at that, they're trying to eliminate that. They're not trying to cut it because they can't cut it completely. They're trying to figure out a way how to kind of control it, right? And how to control it is by extra trucks. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about food service, we got to keep servicing these customers, and the more customers come, hey, the more money drivers gonna make, man. This isn't easy. We're not out there. Food service drivers, we are not out there hanging out. We're not out there ice skating. We're not out there chilling. We're grinding. We're working. We're going up and down ramps. We're going up and down stairs. We're going in elevators, working in the rain, working in the heat, taking customers' crap, right? Delivering all these cases. So guess what? We deserve every single penny that we make. I truly believe food service drivers deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against companies trying to save, but let's just think about the thing a little. Let's just think about it a little different. Let's just try to cut back a little different on things, right? I can say Papa John's is where it's at. We got Roosevelt in the building. We got U.S. Food representing hard up in the building, man. And we got McLean, food service driver, man. Once you give the job a chance, don't go so quick, man. Give it a chance. Um, who said it was slow right now? Okay, Derek said it was slow. It must be the weather up there right now, man. Snowing up there right now. So I know how it is, man. Another thing, man, like one thing I want you guys to look out for, especially new drivers in the food service world. When it comes to truck drivers, it's a supply and demand type of thing, right? When food service companies don't have enough drivers, you guys are going to get all the hours, all the cases, everything you want. But as soon as these companies get a few drivers, all of that's being cutted. Everything. Hey, look at that company in Boca. They getting ready to cut the drivers, man. It is ridiculous what I hear they about to do. 3 days, 3 day work week, 4 day work week. It's getting ready to be crazy up in there, right? A lot of companies are doing cutback, man. And one advice I can give the drivers, man, is just go out there, take care of your business. Um, just do your job and go home. Don't be. It's a waste of time to try to milk the clock in food service, especially if you're on component. It doesn't make sense to me, right? Because what's gonna happen? Let's just say you're running 6 days, right? And you got companies watching your hours, right? If companies are watching your hours and you're trying to milk it to the T, if you're that guy that's getting 69 hours every week, 70 hours every week, you're gonna be the first one to get cut. You see what I'm saying? So my advice to everybody, man, just go out there, tighten up, do what you gotta do. Just know that companies always looking to save money. When companies have a lot of drivers, when they have overstaff on drivers, like if you know you out there doing the wrong thing, your time is coming. Just know that. You feel me? 400 said there's no shortage of work for Class A drivers. Food service driver said, I've been trying, but it's getting worse. We really 3 days now. They cut the yard drivers and we rotate on the yard for a fourth day of work every other week. It must be all about the accounts, man. Did you guys lose a major account or something? Because I know, on the grocery side, I think they lost the Zephyr water. Pepsi took it back. Pepsi took back the Zephyr water and something else on the grocery side. So I knew a lot of drivers depending on the Zephyr water because in grocery McLean they get paid by the weight. So it's funny, man. A lot of food service drivers, when the winter come, it gets really slow. But down here in South Florida, man, when the winter comes, it gets really busy. Whenever the winter comes, we don't have no winter down here. Let's just get that out of the way. But whenever the so-called winter comes, it gets really busy down here because we got everybody down here, man. Everybody. You know what I mean? We got 13 people in the building right now. What company you guys are working for? Do you got any new drivers up in the building? Like for instance, man, talking about loading the trailer, right? Let's just say, all right, let me give you guys an example. What I mean by loading the trailer, right? I think Monday, I forgot what day it was, right? But my trailer was cubed out. I had 881 cases for 20 stops. Today I had 660 cases for 16 stops, right? And I'm able to get all this done, man. I'm able to get all this done in a timely manner, right? So, in my opinion, when companies have drivers that can push cases, let them push cases, man. You know what I mean? When they have drivers that can't push no more than 200 cases, let them mop the floor or something like that, or cut the grass around the DC or clean the bathrooms or something. That's a joke, man. I don't have no drivers. Mopping no floor, not like that. That ain't nice. McFly in the building. What's going on, man? Hey, how's life over there at Papa John's? How's the money over there at Papa John's? What's the what do they do? Component or do they pay by the hour? And how is a Papa John business, man? Because the reason I'm asking about the business, is that company still going strong? I'm not talking about the truck drivers. I'm talking about the pizza place because when I think about pizza, man, like every time you turn around, you see a new pizza spot. You know what I mean? So I know these little pizza joints got to be giving like companies like Papa John, Domino's Pizza. They got to be giving them a hard time. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna fly start with Cormark in Tampa. What's up, man? Just like the other day, I went to this pizza joint, Little Caesars, right? And I ordered me a pepperoni and mushroom pizza. Opened the box, went to my truck, opened the box. This one my truck broke down. My truck, bro, I had a breakdown Friday. Walked back to the truck, opened the box of pizza. All I seen was mushrooms, right? Went back to Little Caesars, and I told the guy, I'm like, hey, I'm missing the pepperoni on my pizza. The guy looked at me and he started arguing, right? I'm gonna try to do his accent, right? Like, you only ordered, you only, I can't, never mind, I can't speak like these people. I'm trying to talk like, I can't talk like these people. But basically, he told me I only ordered mushrooms. And I looked at the dude, man, and I just shook my head. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to argue with you over a $7 pizza. I kindly throw this pizza in the garbage. Because if you want me to sit here and go back and forth with you over a $7 pizza, the only reason I was buying it anyway because I was stuck and hungry. I'm like, I just threw the pizza away and call it a day, man. I can say Papa John's is sweet, easier than the typical food service. 100K a year average component, business booming. Oh, you said the Papa John business booming? That's what's up, man. Papa John's in my particular neck of the woods, my particular neighborhood is not very not very it's not they're no good. They're not good around here, man. Yeah, man, the guy wanted to argue with me over it, and I was gonna leave a review. I was gonna leave one of them reviews on the you know how you look on reviews when you look up a restaurant? I was gonna leave him a review, but I'm like, you know what? Let him be, man. I'm gonna leave him for today because I was already frustrated that I had a breakdown Friday. I didn't get home till after 7. It was my death, man. My death of my tractor. And believe you, man, my tractor is new. There's nothing old about my tractor. My tractor haven't even hit 5,000 cases. You know what I mean? So I can just imagine if I was an owner operator with a brand new truck and it's giving me problems, right? Shout out to all the owner operators. And this goes out to all the food service drivers, man. If you're thinking about buying your own truck, do your research, do your full research. Just think about the truck that you're driving right now. Think about how many times it had to go in the shop for something petty. and just try to correlate that to you having your own truck, and just think about all the money you would have to be spending. Think about that, guys. Right? That's why you have a lot of guys that they rather they still rather get them older trucks, those glider kits, right? And me talking about glider kit, that's probably the majority of you guys in here right now probably don't know what a glider kit is, so I'm not even gonna waste my time talking about that. You say you heard Chick-fil-A was another good place. I can imagine if Chick-fil-A treated their employees, their truck drivers, like the way they treat their in-store employees. I can imagine that to be a good work environment, right? Because there's nothing like working in a good work environment, man. Cause you got a lot of truck drivers waking up every day. They just dislike going to their job. They dislike where they work. You know what I mean? You can see it in their face. You know, you can see it in their emotion. You can tell by the way they act. You can see it in their walk. Tell by the way they talk. You know what I mean? A lot of drivers they cannot stand where they work at, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of companies, man, they just don't understand how hard it is to drive already. They want to bring stress in every single way. They want to bring stress in every little situation, man. It's like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the ladies out there. I ain't taking no jabs at you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys ever like chilling, watching a movie or something like that, and your lady come over, something petty, and every little thing they want to talk to you about, it got to be like a stress, like, you know what I'm saying? Just relax. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this a good environment, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. It seems like companies, like a lot of food service companies, they like turnovers. Like, drivers going, you don't gotta, like, you don't have to have a bad work environment for drivers to quit. Don't worry, new drivers gonna quit on their own, because this type of job is not easy. For every 10 drivers you hire, you might keep one. So you don't gotta worry about making the environment bad enough, because the work is gonna take care of drivers quitting. Right? McFly say that's how I feel about Coca-Cola right now. Too many people worried about everyone else and not themselves. Yo, let me tell you what's a bad work environment, right? Or in my opinion, what's a bad work environment, right? All right. I'm thinking about the company. It's this company, man. Burger King. Burger King, right? I can't speak on all Burger Kings. I'm just talking about the last two Burger King that I've been to, right? Now, I was at the Burger King in Georgia a couple months ago. I'm up in there, and first of all, when you rolled up, you seen a sign on the door that say, "Oh, drive-through closed for the day. We ain't got nobody. We don't have anybody to work in drive-through." That was a red flag right there, right? I went to the counter. It was like one person in there trying to do the orders, make the sandwich, trying to do everything. Now, once again, I was stuck in that particular location, so I had to get me some Burger King, right? But it's plenty of times, man, that I've been to Burger King and the customer service is just bad, right? And I'm not talking crap about Burger King. I know it got to be some good ones out there, but my experiences had led me to some bad ones, right? And this probably stemming from a bad work environment, man. Nobody want to stay there. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you're in fast food business, you don't got to worry about having a bad work environment for people to leave. People's gonna leave regardless because people always gonna want to find a better job. So I don't think management need to help by having creating a bad work environment. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chick-fil-A is a good place, man. Every time I roll up in Chick-fil-A, man. Every time I roll up in Chick-fil-A, like they speak, they talk. You know what I mean? They got manners. They're I can't say that C word. They're courteous. I can't say that, man. I ain't gonna try. You guys know what I'm talking about. They're that C word. You know, whatever. I can't say it. I could say bad work environment really run things. Need a stop snitching initiative in that place. Everyone wants to be a chief bypassing being an Indian. They just need to play. They just need to play their position and know their world. Yeah, yeah. People at Chick-fil-A is very that word right there. Very courteous. I can't say it. I can't say it. It's certain words I cannot say, man. I know you guys got some words that I can't say. Courteous. You know what I mean? So that being said, man, I don't know why I started talking about work environment. One thing I must say about where I work at Cheney Brothers, the work environment, in my opinion, from my experiences, is good. I like the work environment. Most of all, man, I like my customers. I like the people I deal with on my route. They're laid back. They're cool. Not many a holes. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't got no a holes on my route, man. If they are, they're hiding it really, really good. You get what I'm saying? I got a lot of stops where I can get something to eat. You know what I mean? Everybody speak. Nobody act like they're better than you. And I'm talking about my customers, man. Like that's what keep me coming back to food service is dealing with people. I like dealing with people. Like talking to people every day. Um, I don't spend too much time in the office, so I cannot really. If I sit here and tell you that the work environment in the office is superb, I'll be lying to you because I'm not in the office all day. But I can tell you, with my encounter, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, anybody thinking about working where I work, I mean, you got my word, man. You're gonna have a good work environment. You know what I mean? Are you gonna have cases? Are you gonna have a good route? Are you gonna have a decent route? No, I can't tell you that. I cannot guarantee you that because I don't know that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of drivers ain't going nowhere. And I'm just being honest. I see drivers with the good routes. They're not going nowhere. So by me telling the driver, yeah, come over here, you're gonna get a good route. I'll be lying to you, man. Like I just don't know. You gotta talk to a supervisor. You gonna talk to a transportation manager. You know what I mean? And it takes time, man. It takes time to get on a good route. See, this is the thing about drivers. This is the thing with new drivers, man. They want to get to a new company and they want to get the best routes right away. They want to make the big bucks right away. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody want to make money. But sometimes you just got to give things time. Let things play out. Hold on. Sean, hold up. Scam likely call me for. Scam likely is annoying, man. Hey, how many days a week Scam likely call your phone, man? Scam likely is annoying as hell. I'm gonna start answering the phone to Scam likely. I'm gonna just tell him, man, go to where. Start picking up the phone, start cussing them out. Every time Scam likely call you guys, just answer the phone and start cussing them out. Um, Sean say why a company turned me down because they said I don't think that's a good reason to turn down a driver. Um, I don't know what company it is. You don't got to call them out, but I believe that everybody got to start from somewhere, and it's good to train drivers that haven't did this type of work before because they're not coming in with a cocky attitude. They're not coming in arrogant. They're coming in very eager to learn. They're coming in level headed, and they're coming in with no type of expectation. You know what I mean? So if I was running a particular company, I would not shy away from drivers that never did this type of work before. So I don't know what type of company turn you down. That's kind of crazy. Like you got to start from somewhere, man. 400 say drivers got to pay their dues. Yeah, man, drivers got to pay their dues for real. You say Penske and Jersey delivering the Wawa. I mean, and it's crazy because what they're delivering is so easy, man. Like I see them delivering, man. Them guys like they're delivering like the donuts and they're delivering all the easy stuff that you rolling. You know what I mean? Homie, what's going on, man? So I'm gonna let y'all know before I get out of here, man. I'm gonna crank the food service driver interview back up. I'm gonna try to interview a food service driver once a week, concentrating on the food service drivers. I'm staying in my lane, man. Talk about what I know. So I'm gonna be doing live interviews where I link up with drivers. I'm gonna be doing drivers on live, interviews on live at least once a week. So if you ever want to get on the interview, man, just drop me an email. Everybody know my email, man. rsctv876 at gmail.com, man. You know what I mean? So, and even if you're not a food service driver, even if you're just another truck driver, man, you know what I mean? So shout out to Omi and all the Cisco guys over there holding it down in Central Florida, man, and all the US food driver that checked in. You know what I mean? All the McLean drivers, man, keep doing what y'all doing, man. Sean, I would just try other companies, man, cause that to me that don't make no sense. Cause you got enough experience for them to train you, and as I said, that account is not difficult. I see those guys work; they're not even sweating. So I don't know what type of delivery experience you need to deliver at Wawa. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. But who am I? Uh, who am I? We got 16 people up in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Real quick, before I get out of here, man, I'm gonna talk about what I was talking about, what I started the live about, what I got some people up in here, man. Do you guys think that companies should load all the trailers, cube all the trailers out, or do you guys think these companies should continue to send these trailers out half loaded? What do you guys think? Right? Let me know what y'all think. Should these companies Do you guys think these companies should what do you guys think, man? These companies should continue sending out these petty loaded trailers because companies are always trying to save money. And be honest with you, I think that's wasting money. Extra trucks, extra fuel, a whole bunch of extras, extra overtime. For what? for a driver to deliver 1,800 cases for the week, burning up 70 hours, 30 hours overtime because these guys that shout out to the guys that push 200, shout out to the food service drivers that's out there pushing 100 cases a day, 200 cases a day, 300 cases a day. But let's just be honest, man. And I'm be honest with you, I don't care if I hurt the guy's feeling that's pushing 100 cases a day. The guys that are pushing 100 cases a day, they got time to BS. They're the one that you guys should be looking at. They're the ones that should be on radar, not the ones that are making money. Cause we are doing work like it ain't funny. We are actually working. Cause last time I checked, we don't get this check for free. We gotta work for this money. So my opinion, I think the way companies should look about saving money, cutting back. Cause I'm all for cutting back. Because trust me, I know why companies need to cut back. Cause if you guys want extra jacks, extra electric jacks, um, I ain't talking about Boca. They'll never buy electric jacks. If you guys want extra jacks, extra electric jacks, brand new trucks, things for drivers, stuff like that, it got to be a cutback. They got to save. They got to cut back. Remember, they got a budget, right? I think that's the way they should go. You say we need them. We need them. You say we need them 100K drivers. Nah, man. Hey, put on my truck. I'll do it. That's extra 5 to 10 stops. That's extra $50 for me. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Those 5 to 10 cases, they can get a little annoying, but hey, load it up, man. Load up these trailers, man. Load up all these trucks need to load up the trailers, man. You know what I mean? Companies are shying away from loading up these trailers. And I'm noticing it, man. PFG, Cisco, US Food, Cheney, trucks aren't loaded like how they used to be. You know what I mean? I want my trailer loaded to the fact that I can't even close the door. You know? I need my trailer loaded to the point where they gotta put cases on top of the trailer and tie it down. Omar said he was going to transfer to Port Orange. They say drivers make 23 plus component. Is that true? I'm be honest with you. I don't remember their pay system. I know one thing. When I ran chain account for Port Orange, we got paid pretty good, man. We got paid a lot of money. Like we made a lot of money, man. We was banking. We was hitting like we were doing like we could back then. We were doing 100 in 4 days. We could make 100,000 running 4 days. Um, we did a lot 5 days, so I know they pay good. I didn't know if they did a pay cut or not. So I don't know how their pay system is set up. You know what I mean? But I know one thing, man. When I run a chain account for US Food Port Orange, my 48-foot trailer was loaded. Loaded. I'm talking about sometimes we had 14 cases up in there. right? Coming through the side door, running the ramp. That's where I really learned how to run the ramp. I knew how to run the ramp before, but I know you guys see me doing the videos where I have the ramp in the middle of the trailer, all the way coming out the freezer. That's where I learned how to like just get these cases off the truck mentality, because we had to put the ramp in the freezer. Sometimes we had to put it in the middle. Sometimes we had to put it in the back. And don't get me wrong, chain account is easier than street accounts, in my opinion. It's just that you got to have the physical makeup. You got to have the mental capability of getting these cases off the truck, because you'll see 13, 1400 cases on the truck. You got to get it off. You know what I mean? You got to get off. Yeah, trust me, man. I'll tell you one thing. You do chain account, you're gonna make money. Just tell them to load you up. Tell them to keep you away from them 36s. Tell them you're allergic. Tell them you cannot drive 36-foot trailers. Tell them it got to be 48s. Hey, 400. That's another thing, man. I'm glad you brought that up. You know what? You brought reality back. You brought reality back down to the show. Hey, this debate took a wide left turn. Just came back to reality. I forgot about the warehouse. Never mind. Don't load me up. Keep on loading my trailer the way you are, because I forgot about the warehouse. Shout out to all the warehouse guys out there. We know that you guys are doing a hard job out there, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. But, but. Sometimes I just want to start working on time, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to know what it feels like. I want to know what it feels like to go to work on time 1 week in a row. You got Dan the man in the building. Said he been at it a week and it's the hardest job he ever did. The heaviest routes, 6:30. Huh? 6:30, 15 minutes. The All right, Dan, let me tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you what you're going through right now, right? What's happening, your body is going through changes. Like your body is like getting this, like your body getting a shot, man. You know what I mean? You're going from you're going from waking up every day, just I don't know what you used to do before this, but now you're probably pushing anywhere from 15 to 25,000 pounds a day. So your body just got to get used to it, man. Give it a few weeks, maybe a couple more days, and as soon as your body get used to it, you'll be good to go. You know what I mean? Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. They definitely do, man. They definitely do. You know what I mean? Papa John warehouse got showers on site and it's all sleeper trucks. Bro, today I had a perfect loaded. A matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video on this, man. My trailer was loaded perfect. Perfect. I'm telling you, today I had 16 stops. I started at 4:30. and I got done about one. I could have got done earlier, but I was eating. Now just imagine how perfect your trailer got to be loaded for you to start work at 4:30 and to be done at 1. I thought I was dreaming, man. Everything was just like in order. I wonder when I'm gonna see this day again. We got Honky Kong in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Yo, so any drivers want to get on the live interview, man, just drop me an email. We gonna do them once a week, man. We gonna do it on I'm thinking Friday nights. Friday nights at 7 p.m. Food service drivers, truck drivers slash truck drivers, live interview. But we gonna get out of here, man. Time for me to get something to eat, relax for the rest of the night. Y'all be easy, yo.